Now that we have another Houston area hurricane expected to hit, what better time to talk about Joel Osteen? Who is he? How many homes does he own? How much money does he make? And does he really drive a damn Ferrari? Stick with me and we'll discuss. Hello, all you beautiful people. World's Okayest lawyer here. Eyeballing this hurricane, hoping that I can still catch my flight for my Alaskan cruise before it hits. Joel Osteen is the senior pastor of Lakewood Church in Houston, Texas, where he has an estimated congregation size of 45,000 people per week. Per week. Prior to becoming senior pastor at Lakewood Church, he started KTBU Channel 55, The Tube, in Houston, where he aired his father's sermons, who was John Osteen, along with wholesome television for Houstonians. Lakewood Church sold off KTBU for $30.5 million in 2006. Now the part you all really want to know. Osteen money. The Osteens own two homes. One is an unlisted home in Tanglewood neighborhood for a valuation of about $2.9 million. It's probably higher today as that was a few years old. Osteen also bought a home in River Oaks for $10.5 million back in 2010. Just looking at average housing valuation gains throughout the Houston area, that should place his River Oaks home around $20 million. The house was originally worth $440,000 back in 1987, so pretty legit appreciation. According to online sources, there have been claims that Osteen pays himself $54 million per year, and he drives a Ferrari 458 Italia. This has been fact-checked as false. Now, what is likely true is that Osteen is really worth probably around $100 million. So that's still a bag. Does he really make that much money as senior pastor of Lakewood Church? The real answer is yes and no. Yes, in that Osteen uses his platform to promote his streams of incomes, but no, in that the money does not come directly from the church. So how does Osteen make his money? He makes his money from book deals and advances along with his public speaking, tour dates that is commercialized at the end of every broadcast of Lakewood Church. To date, Osteen has written 67 books, with 7 of them being #1 on the New York Times bestsellers list. So he is a voracious writer. If he doesn't make any salary from the church, why do people hate on him so much? In my world's okayest opinion, I think some of it could be jealousy. Some of it could be because he focuses on prosperity instead of fire and brimstone. Some of it could be that some of you watching don't believe a pastor should be wealthy. The Hurricane Harvey incident was a black eye. And then some of it could be that there are just a set of people that dislike anyone being happy or prosperous. And that doesn't necessarily mean by money. Some people just hate the fact that you're prosperous with friends. But I digress. I fall along the line that he isn't really making an obnoxious or any salary at all from the church. If Stephen King wrote 67 books, we'd expect that he was highly paid. So why not Osteen? Also, I give Osteen and Lakewood Church a pass on Hurricane Harvey because they were designated as a supply center, not as a shelter. So when people wrongfully began going to Lakewood Church seeking shelter, and then instead of finding a shelter, they called the media to complain that the church wasn't open, the media had a duty for the propensity of truth. They needed to say, hey guys, this is not where you're supposed to be. But instead, they went with a false flag conflict that has damaged Osteen's reputation in the Houston area. So, wrapping it all up, Osteen makes an undisclosed amount of money every single year. That money is made off of book deals and his public speaking tour dates that are unrelated directly to being paid within the church. Osteen makes a whole lot of money. Some of the things that people dislike Osteen about are either not his fault or I don't really necessarily see it as a problem. Like what I had to say, please be sure to follow, like, share, subscribe, and leave a review. I cannot thank you enough for listening to what my world's okayest opinions are. Lastly, it costs $0 to be kind. It is the best money that you will ever spend. Until next time, beautiful people. Peace.